YouTube! So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my makeup when I know I'm going to be wearing glasses, whether it be these prescription glasses or my sunglasses or whatever. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and done my brows. If you guys want to see how I usually do them, I'll leave the link down below. Also gone ahead and primed my eyes with my usual primer. And now I'm just going to dive in with eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the original Urban Decay Naked Palette, RIP. And I'm going to first dive in with my lid shade on an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, which is this really flat, dense brush. I usually go in with my crease shade, but I'm feeling rebellious today. And I'm going to go in with this pinky shadow called Sin. I know that this palette's being discontinued, but it's still available. The last time I checked on the Urban Decay website for half off. And a lot of these shadows, if not all of them, are available as singles. If not, they're pretty easily dupable, so just really use whatever you have in your makeup arsenal, and yeah. I'm just packing this shadow all over my lid. I also didn't set my eyeshadow primer so that the shadow has something to grip itself onto. Now on a blending brush, I'm using the Fluffy Eye Blender brush, also from e.l.f. It's a super fluffy brush. I'm going to hold towards the end of the brush, as far away from the bristles as I possibly can. And I'm going to go in with the shade Naked, which is the lighter matte shade. And I'm just going to sweep this all over the crease. Holding the brush this far away from the bristles really helps give it less control, which I know sounds really counterintuitive, but it really allows for the shadow to be really buffed out and blown out. I'm gonna go in with the other matte shade, which is Buck. Move my hand a little further down the brush so that I have more control and can be more precise. I'm going to go more directly into the crease area for more definition. Using the concealer brush from e.l.f., which is this really dense, flat brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Virgin, which is the lightest shade, and put this under my brow bone. Okay, for the fun part, liner. Also the most terrifying part. I'm using the Wet n Wild H2O Proof liner. This is like the third or fourth time I'm using this. So far I really like it, especially for the price. But I don't know if I would recommend this for beginners because liquid liner, like in the well form, can be a little frustrating. So if I were to recommend a liquid liner, I would recommend a pen liner for beginners. My all-time favorite one is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's super pigmented, super smooth, lasts all day on the eyes. Also has NYX on sale all the time, so really there's no reason to buy it at full price. This one by Wet n Wild is also pretty nice. It's a really nice sharp pointy tip, but it's not very flexible, which while it's good for placing product, you can accidentally stab yourself in the eye, and that's just as fun as that sounds. My first tip is find which eye is harder to apply liquid liner with, and do that eye first because it's easier to fix liner on your good eye than it is on your bad eye. My bad eye is my right eye, so I'm going to start off with that one first. My second tip is when you're drawing a wing, kind of plot your points. I'm going to extend my waterline, like imagining if this line were to extend, where would it go? So for me, it looks something like this. And we're going to clean the bottom edge up in a bit, so don't worry if you're like me and you kind of messed it up a bit. Now I'm going to plot my wing on my other eye. And then I'm just going to outline my top lash line with the liner. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways that you can clean up. The first way is with the remover pen / crayon / Q-tip. Right now I'm using up the Panda's Dream Eye Makeup Eraser from Tony Moly. I bought this before I realized that Tony Moly wasn't cruelty free, but anyways, it's kind of like a waxy crayon-y eraser. But really, you can do the same thing if you use like a Q-tip and micellar water, so really just go on the underside and clean up the edge. So first I just kind of apply a bit, and then I take a really small brush, right now I'm using the small smudge brush, to really get precise underneath. If you already did your foundation and you don't want to remove the little area underneath, another trick you can do is use concealer. I'm using my Bare Minerals concealer in the shade Light 2. So I'm just picking some up on my brush, taking a little bit of the excess off on the back of my hand, and pretty much doing the same exact thing of cleaning up the underside area. Because my concealer isn't super full coverage, I do like to go in with a corrector first. I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Pink. Really as a color corrector, if you have more full coverage concealer, you can definitely skip this step, but my concealer is not that full coverage. When I know I'm going to be wearing my glasses, I don't like wearing foundation because, as you can imagine, since glasses sit on your face, they're going to be constantly rubbing against your face, and I don't want to be worrying about makeup wearing off, but I know that some people do still like to wear foundation and don't mind just a little bit of wear, so if that's you, then I would definitely look for a foundation that's more matte, because dewy foundations tend to rub off easier. And I'll show you guys how I like to set my face to help mitigate the risk of rubbing off. For myself, I just don't like wearing foundation when I know I'm going to be wearing glasses. So I'm just going to jump straight into spot concealing using the same Bare Minerals concealer. And I'm going to take some on my finger. First put some on the spots I have around my face. So my chin, my cheek, this guy, sides of my nose, last but not least, the under eye area. I'm a college student, so I don't sleep. JK, I do a lot. I'm trying to use a minimal amount of product because A, the under eye area is so delicate, so really piling up more product increases your chance of creasing, and B, like, my glasses do touch around this area, so I like to mitigate the risk of that rubbing off. Plus you can always add more product, but you can't really take away product. Going to use my face powder. If you're wearing foundation especially, I would recommend you using a loose powder, but alas, I don't have a loose powder here with me. So I'm just gonna take my usual powder on this small tapered brush, pinching the bristles to really pack on the powder. I'm not going to bake, but I am going to press the powder into my skin. So I guess if having excessive powder all over your face is called baking, this would be more like microwaving. Gonna take this flat liner brush and go into the shade Buck, which was a darker crease shade. Run this on the lower lash line. I like to start on the outer edge first and then work my way in so that there's less product as you go towards the tear duct. To help blend that shade out, I'm going to be taking this blending brush and dip into the shade Naked, which was the lighter matte brown shade, and blend out Buck. Okay, now the rest really isn't specific to glasses wearers. I mean, none of this really is, but it's glasses friendly. So anyways, going to be doing the base. I like using the e.l.f. blush brush, not for blush, but for contour. On the flat side, I'm going to be using that to place the contour. And then flipping it to the side to blend. I place most of the product closest to my ear, so that the product's more concentrated here and then it blends out. Taking some under my jawline. Sides of my forehead. If I know that I'm not going to be wearing glasses, I do contour my nose, but not today. For bronzer, we're going to be using yet another blush brush. This is the angled blush brush. And I'm going to dip my brush into my bronzer. The reason why I'm not showing what my blush, bronzer, contour, and highlight are is because I really can't give a name because they're a whole bunch of mashed up products. Like if I hit pan and I'm scraping the edges of a product, I'll just crush up the powder and add them to my Franken product, as Sophia would say. So yeah. Really just use whatever contour, bronzer you have in your collection. Okay. And again, not putting any on my nose. For blush, we're not using a blush brush. We're using a mineral powder brush, which is a super dense but super soft brush. I'm going to be taking this shimmery pinky color. I love glowy blushes so much. Before I highlight my face, I'm just going to highlight my inner corners with my highlight shade. If you also get liner on your lid, you can go over with a bit of shadow. I'm gonna highlight my face with a highlighting brush. Using the same highlighter. Because this brush is a bit wider, I do like to flatten it by pinching the bristles, placing the product on my cheekbones, and then blending it out by holding the ferrule. Let me guys know if you want to see a video featuring e.l.f. brushes and which ones I think are worth going out of your way to buy and which ones aren't. Because that's something I'm definitely thinking about. Some on my Cupid's bow. Chin. Even though we avoided product on the nose, I'm just gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose because I don't think my glasses will slide down there. At least they don't tend to do that. I'm gonna curl my lashes. And now I'm going to set my face using my Catrice Prime and Fine. I really do like this mist, and I do feel like it makes a really big difference in the longevity of my makeup. I'm almost out of it. Sad reaction. I'm going to take just a touch more highlighter on my cheeks. Just like you might wet your brush to get more eyeshadow pigment. I find that having my face just a little bit damp and then applying highlighter adds that little extra glow. I'm going to be using my Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. The reason why I do mascara after setting spray is because I don't want to run the risk of my mascara running. No pun intended. And I slightly push my mascara towards my nose to help give my lashes that extra bit of lift. My lashes are short, straight, and Asian, so they need all the help that they can get. I'm going to use my favorite gloss at the moment, which is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. This is the mini size that came with the Hustla Baby Mini Highlight. Anyways, there you have it. This is the look that I like to go for even when I don't wear glasses, but especially when I do wear glasses, because I feel like the wing is definitely noticeable, even with this huge frame. If you guys found any of this helpful, please give it a like, comment, thumbs up, all that cool jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!